بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. So inshallah in this lesson we'll be moving on to the moving forward. So quickly a recap, have a mind map. Where are we? We're doing the book As-Sugra fi An-Nahw. It has how many sections? 4 sections. The Muqaddimah. In the Muqaddimah we discussed Ism, Fa'il, Harf. We had Kalima. We had Amil, I'rab, Ma'mul. We understood the preliminaries. Then we are on the Maqsid al-Awwal where we're regarding an Amil. In Maqsid al-Thani we discuss Ma'mul, and in Maqsid al-Thalith we discuss Al-I'rab. In Al-Maqsid al-Awwal, what did we just said? We said that they have Fa'lul Amil, Harful Amil, Ismul Amil, the Amil which is Ma'nawi, you can't see it, and then we have Al-Khatima. Are you following? And in Fa'lul Amil, what did we say regarding Al-Fa'lul Amil? How many types are there? How many types of Fa'l are there? There are 2 types. What's the 2 types? Very good. Qiyasi and Sama'i. Qiyasi are those which follow a particular rule, and Sama'i are those which you heard from the Arabs. Regarding Qiyasi, how many types are there? 2. Al-Fa'lul Lazim and Al-Fa'lul Muta'addi. Al-Fa'lul Lazim is what? Intransitive. It does not have a maf'ul bihi. And Al-Fa'lul Muta'addi has a maf'ul bihi. Apart from that, so apart from the maf'ul bihi, both of these verbs have one fa'il is marfu' and the rest is mansoob. But the Fa'l Lazim will not have a maf'ul bihi. And then we discuss al-fa'lus sama'i, the amil al-sama'i, meaning there's a few of them, we learned them, there's a limited number of them. And al-fa'lul naqis, there's fa'lul madhi wa dham and sayyghata at-ta'ajjub. We don't know what these are, we'll study these later on inshallah. Regarding al-fa'lul naqis, yesterday we went through kana wa akhawatuha, and we discussed all of them and we went through the whole list. And majority of them are just there to give a tense, kind of a dimension of time to the mubtada and the khabar. Understood? Okay. Now today we're going to go through these 3. These are very simple. Let's start one by one. So ad-darbu thani af'alul muqaraba. Ad-darbu thani af'alul muqaraba. The second type are af'alul muqaraba. This is the mubtada, this is the khabar. The second type of the second type of fa'lul naqis are what? Af'alul muqaraba. The second type of af'alul naqisa, the fa'lul naqis is af'alul muqaraba. What does qareeb mean? Qareeb, close. So for example, we have here a mubtada and the sentence is a khabar, correct? What does al-mu'adhdhinu yu'adhdhinu mean? Al-mu'adhdhinu yu'adhdhinu. The mu'adhdhin is giving azan. Now this fa'lul naqis, qada, what does it do? It gives the meaning of muqaraba. It tells us that the link between the mubtada and the khabar is about to happen. So how would you translate qada al-mu'adhdhinu yu'adhdhinu?
So what does it mean by?
Is going to give, or we can also say is about to give. So this word here, this qada, what does it do? It creates the meaning of close to, about to, going to, meaning the mu'adhin is not giving it right now, but he's about to soon. Do you understand? So af'alul muqaraba. What are the af'alul muqaraba? The entire list, we'll do that in wusta inshallah. We're just getting a rough mind map. So the af'alul muqaraba, what did they do? They depict that, and they have more details regarding them. We'll do that in wusta. We'll just get a mind map now. Okay? So they depict that the verb is about to take place, the action is about to take place, or the link between the mubtada and the khabar is going to take place. Understood? So what's the word for that? Qada. There's other ones as well, but the main we're going to go now is what? Qada. You don't have to translate it literally. You just add the word about to, going to, will, soon to the meaning. So it doesn't have a particular meaning itself. It just adds the meaning of closeness to the verb. And in English you translate that as going to, is about to, shortly, will. Do you understand?
One is what the local meaning is, what you need to know. What is the local meaning of it?
No, is about to. You translate, the question is, if qada is fi'l madhi, will you not translate it as was about to? That's a very good question, no, qada. Yes, in the Quran you have yakadul barqu in the Quran. Yakadu means is about, was about to, or is going to. Do you know what? I'm not really sure what that's a good question. I think you can translate it. I have to check back in literature, see how it's used, qada. I think you translate it as was about to. Was about to. But I'll double check on that one, inshallah. Very good question. I don't know everything, so good question. Good questions help me learn. I don't answer that question, I have to look it up. Maybe I'll answer it tomorrow, maybe we'll do it in Wusta, inshallah. So your next question. There are some other Af'al al-Muqaraba, but this is the most common one, and we're just learning this one for now. So we get the idea, and then in Wusta, we'll go through more details of the Arab and the other ones that are used. Okay? The others are not that common, that's why I haven't brought it in this book. Okay, any other questions? Okay. Okay. Moving on, we have Af'al al-Raja. What do we have? Af'al al-Raja. Raja, yarju, raja'an means what? To have hope, to hope. So Af'al al-Raja means those verbs that show that the mutakallim, the speaker, wants the mubtada and the khabar to link together. Do you understand? So for example, Zaydun mujtahidun. So for example, listen, example here. So Allah, lafzu jalal is the mubtada. It was the mubtada before, it comes the ism of asa now. This an, you will do the word an later on, but an is harf mastar, or harf nasib. You do that, the i'rab of how to do this i'rab, we do it later on, all the i'rabs later on in Wusta. But here, يقبل صوم المسلمين. What does that mean? Allah accepts the fast of a believer. The muazzin is giving adhan, isn't it? That means we're going to give a break, fast soon. Right? So asa means hopefully. Means what? Hopefully. What does it mean? Hopefully. To asa. Yes? So it means here that hope, so Allah accepts the fast of a believer. Hopefully Allah will accept the fast of a believer. Asa an yarhamakum rabbukum. Yes? Asa an yakuna khayran lakum. And in asa, you usually have the word an. You usually have what? You have the word an on the khabar. And an will come up shortly in your Arabic book. And we'll do the details inshallah in the next book as well. But the main focus point we have here is asa. So asa comes on the mubtada, which is now called the ism of asa, and this becomes the khabar of asa. And this shows the meaning of hopefully, wish. Yes? Af'al al-Raja, verbs of hope. Which verbs denote the mutakallim, the speaker's hope, wish and desire that the mubtada and the khabar link together. Does that make sense? Yes? Are you following? Okay. And the third one is Af'al al-Shuru'i. What is it? Af'al, well the fourth one, the third one today, but the fourth one altogether. The fourth type of fa'lun naqis is Af'al al-Shuru'. They have an ism and the khabar, and what does this? What does shuru' mean? To initiate, to begin, to commence. So it means here, to start to. So for example, one was tafiqa, another one is akhadha, I don't know, akhadha, ja'ala. These are two more common ones as well. So tafiqa as-sa'imuna ya'kulun. So as-sa'imuna ya'kulun means what? The fasting people are eating. And tafiqa as-sa'imuna ya'kulun means what? The fasting people started to eat. Or you can say ja'ala as-sa'imuna ya'kulun. The fasting people started to eat. Or akhadha as-sa'imuna ya'kulun. Any of those three. Tafiqa comes in the Quran. فَتَفِقَا مَسْحًا بِالسُّوقِ وَالْأَعْنَاقِ وَتَفِقَا يَخْسِفَانَ عَلَيْهِمَا مِنْ وَرَقِ الْجَنَّةِ. But it's coming in the Quran, tafiqa. And akhadha and ja'ala is commonly used in normal texts. And tafiqa comes twice in the Quran, that meaning. Are you following? So, to start to commence. So you will see ja'ala and akhadha used a lot more. But tafiqa comes in the Quran. Are you following? Understood?
Obviously, he has to clarify this. What does this mean?
Yes, verbs of commencement, verbs which show that the action is going to started. It had started or it will start. So this means they started to eat in the past. So they were not eating and then they started to eat when they heard the azan. قال المؤذن أن يؤذن أن أسأل الله أن يقبل صوم صائمين. Do you understand? Hopefully. Okay. So recap. We have al-maqsid al-awwal is regarding the amil. And what are amil? Fa'il are amil. All fa'il are amil. Whenever you see a fa'il, you know there has to be some kind of amal because of that fa'il. Some harf are amil. A few ism are amil. There are some hidden amil, you can't see them, but we know that they cause a change. And a few generic rules at the end. Correct? And then al-fa'l al-amil, how many types of fa'l al-amil are there? 2. Qiyasi, those that follow a rule, and those are how many types? Lazim and muta'addi. And the sama'i are how many types? 3 types. فعل الناقص, فعل المدح والذم, and صيغة التعجب, the 2 صيغas of ta'ajjub. Correct? You following? And the أفعال الناقص are how many types? 4 types. كان and its sisters, أفعال المقاربة, أفعال الرجاء, and أفعال الشروع. كان and its sisters gives a dimension of time. أفعال المقاربة shows that the action is about to take place. أفعال الرجاء means hope, and أفعال الشروع means about to soon, not about to, they started, commencement. Do you understand? Is everyone following this? Yes? Okay. So let's summarize out. Yes? You got it? So let's stop here inshallah. Okay? Subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.